Party. I'm head of Joshi Advocates. Thank you very much for joining us in this video. EU settlement scheme decision. Oh my goodness, what's going on? So we're going to run through that with the help of Jimmy. Now, Jimmy married his EA national wife in 2009 by proxy in Benin. By proxy means he didn't go physically to Benin. He appointed another person to do the paperwork on his behalf. Now, that's legally valid as per the laws in Benin, right? So he married the EA national in Benin. He makes an application. No, he makes many applications in the Home Office: residence card, under marriage, under unmarried partnership. In the alternative, Home Office refused, saying marriage is not legally valid. You haven't given enough documentary evidence for unmarried partnership, or marriage is one of convenience, which means that you just married the EA national wife for the sake of the visa. He went to court. The EA national at court became very agitated as a witness, and the judge treated her as a hostile witness. She may not have liked some of the questions they asked in the court. Anyway, that's all before he comes to us. So in 2018 he comes to us, and we suggest go for permanent residence. Jimmy, you've been married to her for what, at least 5 years? No, 9 years. The law is 5 years at least. So Jimmy had been married to her for 9 years in 2018. So we said permanent residence, go for it. And so we suggest that his wife should also apply for permanent residence, because she'd been working for 5 years at least in the UK during marriage. Now, the wife gets the permanent residence, but the Jimmy Home Office again says no, marriage is not valid. In any event, even if we accepted it was valid, it's one of convenience. And then we suggested Jimmy, let's apply only as an unmarried partner, because Home Office policy says for unmarried partner, you can show documentary evidence of living together for 2 years. Now, Jimmy had 9 years of living with the EA national wife. So Home Office again says, no, this time come for an interview. So this is around COVID-19, because by the time we get to the second permanent residence application, it's COVID-19 lockdown time. And we tell the Home Office, look, one, Jimmy is and his EA national wife are elderly, mature people with pre-existing medical conditions. So they're vulnerable to the COVID-19. Isn't there any other way you could verify the marriage, such as a video link interview or any other document you want? So we give the medical documents to support what we're saying, and the Home Office says, okay, we'll give you another interview. And then we say the same thing in the second interview, that we can't attend because of the medical conditions. Home Office says, okay, and they refuse the application. They refuse the application, and they say, oh, you failed to attend the marriage interview. And we're like, we failed, but with a reasonable excuse. Understand Jimmy's position. And at this point, Jimmy has had enough. From 2009, back and forth, Home Office, court, it got to him. So he's like, let's go to court. Let's appeal the permanent residence refusal. We appeal it. But it's getting closer to the EU settlement scheme deadline, and we suggest that he and his wife also apply for EU settlement scheme. So they also make the application for EU settlement scheme at the same time as appeal running under the EA regulations, permanent residence. Now, Home Office for the EU settlement scheme application again says come for an interview. And Jimmy and the wife are like, look, we are not in a fit state with a heart problem, a brain problem. It's not easy for us to take a risk in the COVID-19. So then the Home Office says, okay, but you know what will happen if you don't come to the interview? So we don't go to the interview, and we're waiting for the decision. In a way, we kind of know what the decision would be. Jimmy's seen this so many times. So Jimmy's unlike Jeff in our previous video, who had the 20-year-long residence and then got indefinite, very rare. But Jeff went through the Home Office and the court loop once, whereas Jimmy has been going through the Home Office and the court loops from 2009, and then now in 2021, Home Office decision, we receive it in March, and I can just smell it. I open the email, and the Home Office says, you have been granted indefinite leave to remain. Settled status. So Jimmy goes from nothing to indefinite in one jump. So that was amazing. It took a long while for it to sink in. Even now, we can't put our finger on it, but I'm sure it's the Home Office caseworkers' assessment on the many documents we gave for more than a decade of their marriage, the continuous marriage, the marriage certificate papers, the living together papers, the medical condition papers. And I'm very happy and grateful that the Home Office made a very positive decision. But it's such a shock to the system. And you can see it in Jimmy's face. It's just unbelievable. It's just frozen. But he's doing well now. Now, thank you so much for joining us. As always, contact me, details below, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Take care.